Hey, good morning. It's Christopher Banks here. Look. I read this and I had to get this out, right? Leaders, I hope that you are really paying attention, and I pray that you take notes, because it's going to be real quick, all right? It says, if you believe in God, believe also in me. Therefore, one of the qualifications of a great leader means that the leader himself must believe in God. And in order for you to follow a good leader, or the essence of a good leader, the leader must follow God. And therefore, the things that he's given you comes from God. All right? Are you following me now? The things that a leader should be telling you, what makes a good leader is that he's telling you things that God has told him to tell you. He's giving you information about God that is going to be valuable to your life. All right. Now he goes on further and tells them the truth of the matter. So that must mean that a leader must be able to tell his people the truth. He says, in my Father's house there are many mansions. If it wasn't so, I wouldn't have told you. And I'm going to go prepare a place for you. So a leader must then set a place for his people. A leader prepares the place, not the people, but the leader sets the standard. He sets the place. He prepares it. He makes sure it's all ready for his people. Not the other way around. Yes, it's good for the people to help, sure, but a leader must ensure that it is getting done, and he's the one who set it up first. Now, I'm not giving anything, saying anything about anybody who gotten help and had somebody else set it for him because the leader had the idea. No, but what I am saying, the qualities of a good leader is that primarily you must look at someone who is a great leader. So study Jesus. He's giving you the truth. He's setting your hearts at ease. A leader should do that as well. Tell the truth. Set your hearts at ease. He says, don't let your heart be troubled. Now he says, I will come again and receive you unto myself. And you know where I'm going. And you know the way to get there. So that means that a leader should explain and teach and instruct his students or his followers to the point to where they know how to get what he has. Not just hold it all for himself. So by reading this, you should understand that the qualities of a good leader, a good pastor. Look, there's some people here who are wondering, how did you get from here to here, and you're going to this person trying to get knowledge, and they discourage you and say, oh, you can't have it. And it's not for the reason that God told them. It's because they're being selfish. There's some people out there who are so selfish and calling themselves leaders, but they don't want to tell you how to go from point A to point B, to get from one low point in your life to a higher point in your life. Those are not the leaders you should be following. You should follow someone who is willing to share information. That's what makes a good leader. A good leader is one who's willing to give you all that he has. I said willing, not able. See, the ability to give all does not mean that you're always willing. Should I remind you of the rich man? So if you're looking for a leader, or you're looking to become a leader and activate your personal leadership, because everybody on this planet Earth, every person alive today has a leadership spirit in them. There's something that you should be doing. There's something that you should be heading up and charging on the way. You need to be willing to share that information. I remember when I was growing up, and I would meet these great saxophonists, like Conrad Johnson, Kyle Turner, Brent Neighbors was one of my teachers, and they was never hesitant to share. And I also met some people who was hesitant to share what they knew. And they call themselves leaders. You must be willing to share what it is that you have learned. That way you can keep going. See, many leaders want to build a building. They want to build something material. Those things will fall. Those things will go away. But the knowledge that you keep passing down, that will live on. Jesus has been gone, up in the flesh, has been gone for a very long time. And here we are still discussing the things that he had done. Still discussing trying to figure out what he wrote up in the sand. Still trying to figure out what's going on. That was a great leader. Man, that's the type of leader you should want to be. That's the type of leader that you should strive to be. Someone who wow. They think about it up in this light. If you have all this information and no one wants to go to you, think about what you're doing. See, he says, let not your heart be troubled. He's giving them love. And then he's saying, believe in me, trust in me. Why? Because I'm giving you what God has given me to give to you. I'm giving you the same thing that my Father has given me. That's why you should trust me. That's a bold statement. How many people do you walk around and say that you absolutely trust? People are lying on social media. People lying up on Twitter. They lie to your face. Just yesterday, I figured out my son lied to me. How should I trust him? But I'm here. But you look at it. He's saying, trust in me because I trust in God. And I'm telling you what God has told me. And if you believe in God, you should also believe in me because we're not different. Think about that. We are not different. I'm not telling you something different that God didn't say. Now, Jesus can go on further and say, because I am the light. I am the truth. I am the way. So pastors, think about it. If they're not willingly following you, you may be saying something different that God did not tell you to say, or something that God did not say, period. It's time for us to get back to reading the word and applying it and getting to a point to where we don't give our opinion about what the master has said. All right. I love you all. Be blessed. Continue to study the word. Y'all pray for me. We just moved from Japan, and family is getting adjusted and going through some changes, and it's going to be a beautiful change in the end because I trust in him who sent me. All right. I love you all. Be blessed. Read your word. Study your word. And pray for one another. This is Christopher Banks and Banks Inspires. I love you.